Welcome, 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 everybody. Today is going to be a different type of day. I am going to be using, hello, Miss Julie. Hello, hello. Hello, Miss Teresa. Welcome, welcome. Today I'm going to do a little something different. I want to do some watercolors, but I didn't have the paper that I wanted to do it on. This paper that I want to use, I couldn't use just flat watercolors on. So I got my watercolor pencils. What they are is the Prism colors and they're watercolors. Let me get it down here so y'all can see it. They're Prism watercolors, water soluble, and they're color pencils. So what I have done is I have gone in and started because I just could not wait. It was one of those days, y'all have them. We all have them where we just have to get going. I should have started my live earlier, but I decided to wait because everybody's so used to me starting it to my time. So I've already started with some of the grass green. I'll put it up here so y'all can see it. Whoops, try to find my camera. There it is. Grass green there. A little blurry. Some grass green colored some of these leaves, the smaller leaves with it. Now I'm going to go over, and I'm going to go over with this water pen. What this is it holds your water in there, and then it all comes down to your tip for your paintbrush. I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to lightly go over where I colored with this paintbrush. What it's going to do is it's going to make it look watercolored. Let me see if I can. Let me get this row done and then I will show it to y'all. Okay. Go right here. Right there. You can tell the difference between this one here and this one here against this one, how bright the colors are coming popping out. I'm going to do this one, these little two right here and this row here next. That way you can see the difference in the watercolor. It's a lovely verse, isn't it? Let me read it in case you can't read it. Worry weighs a person down, an encouraging word cheers a person up. That's in Proverbs 12:25. Let me put it up closer to the camera so you can see it. Okay. Get my watercolor brush back out here. Get these two little ones right here. Go ahead and do these here. I know this is kind of boring and whatnot today. I'm not really doing a whole lot, but like I said, I really, really just wanted a watercolor. So that's how this got chosen today. I was wanting to do metallics, but I just didn't know if my straight watercolor in metallics would work. And I don't know that Prism Comes has any metallic watercolors. I am going to check. Trust me. There we go. And you can see the difference. Let me put it up here. And what I've painted and what I haven't painted, how darker it looks down here and over here. How they're looking darker as I go. So all of them will do that. They'll start getting darker. The more pencil you use on it. Let me find one little leaf that I really press it in on so you can really see what it looks like over there. Let me see. Let me color this one in a little bit more, this set here. So it really depends on how much color you put on it. And then, as you can tell, I put more color right here on these leaves right here. So now I'm going to go watercolor them in, and you'll see the difference because I did put more pencil in on this, kind of darkened it up with the pencil. So it may show a little darker. It should show a little darker. with the water added to it. There we go. It is a little darker, not much, but a little bit. This is where we're at right here. These four. We get up closer to the. You can tell they're a little darker, not much, Monty, but just a little darker. Put these here. I'm just going to go ahead and play with these. I'm going to go ahead. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and color some more, and then as I get tired or something, then I'll go back and do some more watercoloring on it, and I'll be able to tell what I've done and what I haven't done, because if I go back over something I've already watercolored, it'll water it out more. And plus you can put your finger on it, pretty much tell that it's, I mean, it's dry already, but you can tell what you've already done and what you haven't done. So I'm going to take this dark green and I'm going to go right around where this stem is on the leaves. Let me show you. Around all the leaves, there's this stem that goes with it. I'm going to do a dark green right on there, right around on this one, and on this one. So where there's those green leaves are is where I'm going to be coloring in with the dark green. And I will do that with all of them. When I'm doing color pages, I tend to pick colors and then I do all the same shapes, like all the leaves were that light were grass green. All the stems that are with the leaves will be dark green. I pick one color and I stick to it throughout the whole page. Why? I don't know. It's just the way I have found that I do it. I have noticed actually that that's how I do it. So let's get going with that so we can see how different that looks. Again, because it's green on green, green with green, I want to make sure that the green that I'm using, the dark green that I'm using, is good and colored in. Get this here. Making sure I don't leave any white spots. But even if I do, when you wet the colored spot for it, it will go ahead and cover it up. Let me show you what I'll do. There's this one right here. I've got it all done up, painted up. I've got it all colored up, and now I'm going to go through with our water. Very gently and with light strokes. Going through, because I don't want the green anywhere else. So I'm using light strokes. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, Miss Lisa. Hold on just a minute, let me get you in here. Good afternoon, Miss Lisa. Let me get you in. Hi.
Hey.
It's repeating.
Let me make sure I got you muted.
Okay. It's repeating. The volume is like the speakers are repeating. All right, let me see if I can't figure this out.
Okay, it should go away.
It looks like it may have.
Yeah, I can't. If I'm looking at it on YouTube, I have to mute the sound. And I'm on the new computer, so I'm still learning the new computer.
So how are you loving it?
Oh, it's so lightweight. It does not have the buttons on it for the mouse.
Yeah.
And I'm adjusting to it, but
that's good.
Everything is a little bit different. It's so much faster. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But that part is very, very nice. I like that. So I thought that I need to do a watercolor background on this, so I will work on that and hang with you for a little bit. I'm waiting on my daughter she needs help with some organization in her room, and she is wanting me to assist her. So
Yeah.
When she's ready, I told her I would come, but so far she's not ready. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do something. I've got things I can do.
This is true.
Yeah.
Well, today I decided to work with watercolors, but I was going to work with metallics, but because of the paper that this adult coloring page is on, I didn't think it would take it good. So I am using my Prism, I want to say Prism. Yeah, Prism colors. They're pencil marker colors, but they're watercolors.
Right.
So I'm using
Cool.
them on this and slowly getting things done. I've went over some of the green as I go. I'll go over, some more of the light green as I go, color the dark green also.
I took and colored a page that was Zentangles to use in this.
Yes.
This is the big fat scavenger hunt journal, and
Yeah.
it's getting really full. I'm getting almost to the end of the prompts,
Yeah.
so it's been kind of interesting. It's it was a pretty big project. I didn't know it would be. I knew it would be challenging, but I didn't know how much challenge it would be.
Hello. Hello, Lisa McClure. Hello, hello. Welcome.
Hi, Lisa. I hope you're having a good day. And hey, hit those thumbs up, ladies.
Yeah, we need them.
We always need thumbs up. I
Hit
got to
our
do
thumbs up.
mine.
Hit our likes. Hit joins. Whatever you can do, do it.
Yeah, likes, subscribes, all those good things.
Yeah.
My husband got me this wet mat for Christmas, and
Yeah.
I've used it a little bit, but I've not used it a lot. But what's
Yeah.
on it is that the gelato, not
Yeah.
gelato, gouache, gouache. That's what's
Yeah.
on it.
Some more.
So I'm kind of trying to learn how to use it because I don't know exactly, but I want this to be very subtle on here, so I'm gonna use my spray bottle.
That's good.
Yeah, I want it to definitely move around.
Yeah.
See if I can get things a little better situated here.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be real cautious about how I do this. I'm just going to spread this color out with my little kid brush.
Yeah. Hey, any brush is a good brush. We don't care if it belongs to a child or not.
Well, it's funny because I ordered a set of brushes and it wasn't shown, but it came in the set. Like, okay. I thought maybe they had changed the sets from when the
Yeah.
picture was made or something because it was from Walmart.
Well, that's good.
Hey, it works.
I was about to say an added bonus.
Yeah, well, I mean, for this type of, just spreading color, I think it works all right.
Yeah.
I really don't know what I'm doing with watercolor. I play with them sometimes, but I really don't know what I'm doing.
I don't
Um,
either.
I know Julie Torrance has some good, from what I understand, some really good videos up on watercolor, and I think that I need to watch them. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen P do the little doodle birds and things
Yeah.
like that, but and I could do that. I mean, I feel like I could do that, but I just need to learn how to work with the paper, how to
Yeah.
choose my paper and all that. So that's on my list of things I need to do.
Yeah.
It's I want to get this finished because she's giving away a prize when on I think the drawing is like April the 1st for anybody that's finished theirs. She's
Yeah.
going to have a drawing for a really nice prize. And I said, well, I'm almost finished. I can push and get it done.
Yeah.
And then it'll be a finished product, not, a work in progress. But
Yeah.
it's been fun. It's been
Well,
fun.
that's good.
My husband was laughing at me today. I was on the sofa and I had my colored pencils and I was drawing stick people because that's one of the prompts. And he looked at me. He said, "Is that the best?" He said, "I was going to say, is that the best you can do, knowing better?" And I laughed. I said, "It's supposed to be stick people."
That's right.
He thought that was funny. So you never know, right?
This is true. Well, some friends of mine on a different channel was saying that they were thinking about doing 100 days, 100 projects. I'm like, going, no, like one thing a day.
Right,
I
right.
no.
It's
Do you know how hard
hard.
it was when Carrie did 30 days?
Right. I think that the shorter projects are more
Or better.
are better in a way, but I had never done this and I'd seen people doing it and I thought, well, I'm gonna try it because
Yeah.
I do watch a lot of the people that participate in it. I do watch them. It's
Yeah.
the ones that generally do the streamathons with Raul.
Raul.
Yes. So I thought, okay, these are people that I've watched, and if that's what they're doing, that's what I'm gonna do.
Might as well give it a try.
Yeah, this is not watercolor paper. It's a sketchbook, so it is rolling it up. But I do know that once it dries, it will kind
It'll
of
be
settle
better.
down. Yeah, and it'll be just fine. It won't matter at that point.
This is true.
The reason my daughter's doing her room, she's been on vacation, a stay at home vacation, and she
Yeah.
has been working all week doing things that really, really needed to be done, and she's down to the nitty gritty on getting her room done. So I
Yeah.
will. I know she's going to be excited. We've got to measure for blinds. Her blinds are not working well, so we're going to measure for blinds and get some new blinds for her. And she's got fairly new curtains hanging up and
Yeah.
just kind of freshen her room up. And I think it's probably pretty cool that it is turning out that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julie, the long term projects sometimes just get hard, but I do like the idea that as Possum Polly, she will start a journal and she has a variety of journals that she uses during different times of the year. She'll have like a summary journal. She'll have a fall one. She'll have, she's got a fairy and gnomes and foods
Yeah.
and things like that. So I think that I think that is kind of a wise way to handle it because you don't spend so much time with it that you just hate it when you're done.
That you're tired with it, tired of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do something that when I get to the end of it, I'm gonna feel like, well, why did I waste all my time, messing with that?
Yeah.
Because I just want to enjoy it. I want it to be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way you are with when you're doing things. That's the way you are with them too, isn't it?
Yeah. You want to do, you know, things just that make you happy. And
Yeah,
so if it starts to become a chore, then you're gonna. I mean, for me, if it starts to be a chore, that I put it aside. It'll set aside for a while. I'll come back to it later.
yeah.
Give myself a break from it.
That's kind of how I was feeling. I want to have fun and I want to enjoy what I'm doing. I don't want to feel like it's a chore or
Yeah.
it's something that I have to do because that takes the joy out of it for me.
Yeah. This is true.
My daughter got me oil pastels for Christmas, and
Yeah. Have you used them?
I've played with them some. It is a humongous box. Let me show you.
Let me see. Ooh, how pretty.
And they are so, I bought them. I bought some before, but these are the Paul Rubin oil
Yeah.
pastels, and they are so very nice and creamy. And so I
Ooh.
think I'm going to use that combined with some paint on this page because I need to add like grass and
And
things
whatnot.
like that. So that was something that when I was downstairs,
Yeah.
I was putting the stuff together, and then I'm having to, add elements to it after the fact, which is probably not the easiest way to do it, but I'm gonna make it work.
Yeah.
But these are some of the little houses I made when I was doing my um, McDonald's drink holder,
Yeah.
and I put the little houses in them. And these are
Yep.
some of those little houses that I'd made. And I said, well, when I saw the house thing, I said, okay, I can do that.
Yep.
These do have a little bit of a smell. I mean,
Do they?
it's not like an offensive or perfumey smell, but I notice the ones that are sold under the name of Craypaws, which is
Yeah.
kind of what I've had in the past because those
Yeah.
were the ones that my daughter loved. She loved them. The one that still lives at home. That
Yeah.
was one of her favorite art things when she was growing up.
Yeah.
So I have those, and they're not creamy like this.
Hmm.
And these you can come back with. Let me get. I've got some dried baby wipes, and I found that I could use those, and you can come in and you can soften the colors so that it's not. I mean, it smooths it out. It gives it a real pretty look.
Look, yeah.
Now you could use your finger if you wanted to, but it will stain your fingers because they've got lots of pigment in them.
Hmm.
But they are fun. They are lots of fun to play with. I've done quite a few things with them. When I was downstairs, I had some watercolors, and I did this, and it'll resist. I just made some abstract shapes, circles,
Yeah.
swirls, and things like that, and then I put paint over, and it turned out nice.
That's good.
I always like finding new things, things that add to, what we do. And
Yeah.
I've heard people say you can use them on your gel plate, but I have not tried it. I'm a little bit,
You know, the best thing to do is go and see what. Now, if anybody's done that, it'd be P.
yeah, that's what I need to do because I
You
don't
know,
want to.
Mariah may, but
I
for some
don't
reason, I
remember
think P
seeing them
would.
ever do. I don't remember seeing them do any painting or anything with the crayons.
Yeah.
I mean, they've used them on stuff, but I don't think they put them directly on their plate.
Yeah.
They may have done them, after,
Yeah.
but I don't remember any before.
If you got a plate that's really scrungy, never mind.
Yeah, I have the one 8x10, and I have a 5x7,
Yeah.
but I really don't know that I want to risk either one.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, if you've got one that looks like it's decolored anyway or whatnot,
Yeah,
you know,
that
and
would
you
be
know
the
you're going to
one.
be getting a new one, then you could try it on there and see what it does.
Yeah, that's very true. It wouldn't. I mean, what do you have to lose? It's like I know Yolande, Devon RX. She has a plate that's yellow, so she don't mind putting anything on that plate,
Yeah.
which is funny. But I don't know. I don't remember what she said she stained it with. What she tried that stained it, but
Yeah. There's no telling
yeah.
because there's
And you'll
people
be
who
proud
just
of
slap
me.
anything on that plate.
You'll be proud of me. I got my plate out. I had my plate out from where we played the other day, and
Yeah.
I used it and I cleaned it. I felt like she was
Yay.
sitting on my shoulder saying, "Yeah, clean your plate, girl."
It's time.
Yeah, I cleaned it. I was so proud of myself. I said, "Okay, Michelle's gonna be proud of me. You've set a good example for me. I need to follow it." And this is nothing, you know, real fancy, but it does add to
It
the
adds to the whole look of it.
yeah, and I think I was thinking I'd come back and put watercolor in it, but it actually looks like sky and clouds.
Yeah, it does. Julie
So,
said that alcohol inks make the gel plate go yellow.
okay, I've used alcohol inks on mine, and I have not had the yellowing, but I generally do it after I have put paint on it. I will add that spray, but and Julie, those the wall like cracked wall paint
Uh-huh.
that you posted, that really was nice. It looked good. I think I told you in the Facebook posting, but I just wanted to make sure you heard me say it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna like this.
Yeah, because it's
Kind of
it's
filling
looking
in,
really good, Lisa.
it's filling in the cracks, so
Yeah.
give it. It doesn't look unfinished now. Well, that's like Julie. When I did the rollers and got all that feathered out stuff, that made me happy. I
Yeah.
really was pleased with those prints, and I am going to try to do the challenge with Carrie because I did the whole challenge last year,
Yeah, I
and
did
we'll try
too.
to
I just
do it.
What is he doing this year? The same thing?
It's no, it's not postcards. You can do any project. You do a project each day. You can do the same thing every day if you want to.
Yeah.
With the same theme. You can put it in a journal, whatever. It's a little bit looser, but as
Well,
long
that's
as it
good.
includes a gel print, so
Yeah.
there's lots of possibilities.
Oh yeah.
And I was going to tell you, I don't know if you've seen, but Darcy has had some people ask about the Golden Book,
Yes.
and I know you've already done Golden Books, but you might want to look at that because she showed how to do kind of like you did and keep the pages together without losing anything, but to add bulk to it.
Yeah.
But she put those up in the last 2 weeks. They've been
Okay, I'll have
popping
to
up.
check those out.
Yeah, they're not long. They're not terribly long either. But she
Yeah.
did like a session of gel printing, and then she come back and she had used colors that would fit with her, the colors of the books that she was doing.
She was
But
working on.
those were some of the things that she had in her finish pile that she was doing it in the finish me February.
Yeah.
So I've I've been cleaning. I've cleaned quite a bit. I actually got down to the base of my desk and I
Hey.
put a lot of stuff. I got all the stuff that need to go back in the attic, like my home health care stuff. I got it all up in the attic, and we've got all the holiday stuff got put up, and in a hurry. So I went in one day when it was warm and tried to kind of make sure everything was where I wanted it to be and in some
Yeah.
kind of order. So I was kind of pleased about that.
Yeah.
So what all have you been doing?
I have been doing all kinds of different things. I've been doing some stamping and doing different things like that. I've been doing some gel printing also, trying different stuff with that. I'm wanting to try watercolor on my gel plate, but I don't want to use metallics because I'm afraid the metallics will stain my plate.
Say that again.
The metallics, if I use metallic watercolors, the
Yeah.
metallic ink in the watercolor may stain my plate. I don't know if it will or not.
Well, I know anytime you start with metallic paint, I know there's a chance that that's not going to all lift up. You're going to, so
Yeah,
I would assume
yeah, that's what
that
I'm
the
assuming.
watercolor, even though it doesn't have the same binding agent, I would be reluctant
Hmm.
to do it.
Yeah, that's why I haven't done it yet. I try to realize what I went through all my stuff. I've got had a lot of lace and cardstock and ribbon. So I went through and made two boxes and sent them out to friends of mine because
Oh, good for
it had to
you.
go. It had to go.
Yeah,
I had too much, too much.
one of my friends sent me a box that I kept downstairs and played with while I was,
Hmm.
recuperating. She said, "Hey, will you be ready for me to send you some more stuff?" And I'm like, "Where are you getting all this stuff?" Okay,
Clean it up.
I think that adds a lot to that page, and I need to add to this right here because it's not glued right.
Yeah.
It tried to lift up on me, so and I know it's terrible, but when I started looking at these houses, I started singing this silly song from um, a series that was on Netflix called Weeds. The kids were watching it, and it's just it's a crazy series. But
Yeah.
they sing about the little houses on the hilltop, the little houses on the hilltop, little houses made of ticky tacky something.
Yeah.
I don't know why silly songs like that will stick in my head.
Well, I think they do. If the sillier the better.
It's like, are you ever on when Barbara Chicken Pot Pie Barbara's on and she does like a song? She's real quick to get a song in.
No, I don't think
She
I've watched her.
Yeah, well, I don't think she puts up any content, but she does do a moderating for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And you remember the song? It's very catchy, isn't it? Yeah, Julie, I certainly agree. And this was my crazy neurographic art that I did one day. I debated on whether to color it in or not. Oh, I was going to ask you, did you get snow yesterday, Michelle?
We got a dusting. We got a dusting last night because my husband we looked out the door and goes, it's snowing. I went, well, okay.
We
So yeah,
were
we got a
supposed to
dusting
get it.
last night.
Yeah, we were supposed to get it Wednesday, and
Hmm.
it was supposed. I mean, at first they were saying we were going to get up to 8 inches. Well, we didn't get hardly anything, and I was
Yeah.
so disappointed. And then yesterday I got up and I looked outside and nothing was happening. I said, "Well, that's it. We're just not going to get anything." And it wasn't very long for my oldest daughter sent a text and she said, "It's sleeting outside." I said, "Oh, okay." So I looked out and sure enough, it's sleeting here too. And within about 20 minutes, it turned to snow and it snowed and covered things and it was pretty, but it didn't last long.
No, it didn't last long here either. But it's that vortex, that winter vortex that's going through the south, kind of going across the United States.
Yeah,
Some of the temperatures within that is crazy.
it was. We have a friend in Angus, Nebraska, and it was
Hmm.
-6 at 5 o'clock yesterday.
That is just too cold.
It was so cold the night before that her cameras that she has her like her game cams that she has out
Yeah,
that she has a lot of critters around there and she has a mountain lion that
yeah.
comes real close to her property. So she always wants to know where things are before she steps out the door. So
I can understand that.
yeah, me too, definitely. But she said it was so cold that the cameras turned themselves off, that the cameras couldn't even work. It was so cold.
Dang.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I said I just couldn't deal with that kind of cold. Not that I could have when I was younger, but I don't think I could now.
Uh-uh. I don't think I could either. It's just too much.
But it was a pretty little snow. By 11 o'clock it stopped, and
Yeah,
by about 3 o'clock it was gone. That's
yeah.
my favorite kind of snows.
Comes in, sees, visits for a little bit, and then is gone.
Right. Don't hold up. Don't inconvenience people.
That's right.
I mean, I had an appointment scheduled yesterday, but it was scheduled for a phone visit because
Yeah,
it was just with my allergy doctor. I'm in there every other week, so if anything was going on, I mean, I would address it with them. But my prescriptions have run out for the year, so they had to redo all that.
yeah,
And they're going to check. They're going to do a blood test and check and see how well the shots I'm getting are helping with my immunity to stuff. And that's
yeah,
always a good thing to know because I've been getting them now for about 3 years.
yeah,
If it gets to a certain point, I can back off and not have them all the time, or
yeah.
not take them as often. So
That'd be
Julie,
good.
what are you working on? What kind of craft are you working on right now?
Let's see. I'm looking. I'm waiting.
She said that Carrie had made what is it, a concertina?
Concertia journal. Isn't that
Yeah,
like an accordion type journal?
it is. It's the same thing. That's what Kylie Koo is working on, an accordion too. She picked out some words at the very first of the year, and she's actually using those words to put on her pages. She did one last year, and it was beautiful in the end, but it was pretty. It was a fat one. It was a pretty
Yeah,
chubby one, but it was very nice. She put them together with fabric. You can use
yeah.
washi tape or whatever, but she did it with fabric, and I liked it that way. Turned out nice.
Are you getting ready to decorate your heart page theme journal pages? Cool. Julie, working with that heart journal.
Julie, did you see the heart journal that Lee Creates did? She used cardboard, and it turned out fabulous. It was so pretty. She um, she just has a real talent for getting very good textures and layers laid out, and I really liked it. It was very grungy, but she just used cardboard to make the cover.
That's cool.
Oh, that sounds sweet. And I love you card for your hubby. That sounds very nice. Hear my phone beeping. Let me see if she's ready for me.
Is she?
No, it's the other one. She just got pictures where they had taken. She was at clinical
Yeah,
last week, and
yeah,
they always take the group's picture and send it out to everybody.
yeah. How's she doing?
She's doing really well. She's getting it done. She's only got about, I think, 2 more semesters, and she'll be done. So we're looking at it'll probably be May. I think it's going to be May of next year when she
Yeah,
gets to walk, and that'll be in Colorado. So we'll be going to Colorado for that, which I'm excited about. I like Colorado.
yeah,
It's beautiful.
yeah. I haven't been since I was young. I was a teenager.
Well, the last time that
It's that.
we went was for a conference, but before that we had already been out there to ski. But this was in September, and it was still warm. And it was a fun place to visit. It's not
Yeah.
somewhere I would want to live, but
Yeah.
it was an exciting place to visit, and we got to do some sightseeing.
Which is always fun.
Yeah, exactly. We went to the top of the mountain,
Pikes Peak.
Pikes Peak. Yes, we drove all the way to the top and back down, and that was something that Bill was very excited about doing because he's watched it when they were racing up it, and so he was kind of excited about that.
Yeah.
And I think that the views were amazing. Going up, you could look back, and the air was so clear, and just the visibility was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I was pretty impressed with it. I would definitely, go and do that again. I don't know if we'll spend some time out there when we go out, or
Hmm.
if we'll go and come right back because
Yeah.
it'll be the whole family. I don't know if we'll all travel out there together or not. It's possible, but
Yeah.
I I don't know. We've not got into the plan part of it, but if we go out together and the kids are able to stay for a little bit, we may
Yeah.
do some things as a family, but we'll just have to see how it goes. Because
Yeah.
I don't know, this is too far in advance to even have
Really, you
a
can't really
clue.
plan this far in advance. You really can't.
No, no, I agree. I think that it's too hard to know what's going to be going on then. If
Hmm.
she gets offered a job or a
Yeah.
transfer where she's working now, she may have to report pretty quick. So she may be just going out for that and heading right back. I don't know. We'll just have to see
Yeah.
how it goes. You find it frustrating that although I have tapped on the videos bells, you don't get notified. I know for a fact, Julie, that I have some of the people that I used to watch just disappeared. It's
Uh
like
huh.
they just disappeared, and it makes no sense at all. Why?
Yeah.
So that's
I
one
agree.
thing that I can encourage you to do is to make sure that the people you want to see are coming up in your feed if you know they're putting up videos because
Yeah.
otherwise you may miss them because sometimes you get unsubscribed without your knowledge.
Knowledge. Yeah.
Right. Because I've had to go look for people. It's like, well, why is this not coming up? I'm
Hmm.
subscribed. Why did I not know this?
Yeah.
So you have to be in the know.
This is true. This is
How's your piece coming
very true.
along?
I have gotten the dark. I'm doing the color in the dark now and getting it done. Then I'll start watercoloring it. But I've got all the light green watercolored.
Okay.
Grass green. That is all watercolored. And it's really hard to tell that it's watercolored. I mean, it isn't to me because I'm looking right at it. But if somebody who didn't know it was watercolored, they wouldn't know that this wasn't, penciled, except that it changes.
Julie, I don't know why they do it,
Hmm.
but I've heard several YouTubers, saying that
Uh-huh.
they've had that to happen. That people were saying, "Hey, what's going on? I'm not getting my notifications. I've got my bell rung. I've got everything done like I should, and I don't understand." And that's
Yeah.
what they could not get any satisfactory answer for why. So I can't tell you why because I don't know, but I just know if you're not seeing people that you're subscribed to coming up, and I know you
Mhm.
probably watch Lee because Lee is in Australia too, because she always says cheers when she always tells us cheers when she leaves, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Yeah, it
It
is
is crazy.
crazy. It
Mm-hmm.
is crazy. We should be able to do things on our own without
Being.
interference.
Mm-hmm.
That don't happen. People people want to control us.
Like they should be having time to be controlling people. There's other things they need to be doing, like fixing them while we can't
Well, we
get
have
our
technical
videos.
difficulties. Yeah. Well, I know Janet Nash has been having a terrible time in the UK, and I know Kylie had said that they had some bad storms, and it really had affected their ability to um, get on the internet and use it successfully without
Yeah,
complications. She said she had to shorten her videos because they were too big and they wouldn't load like they were supposed to. So
yeah,
that's certainly frustrating.
yeah. I would think so. That would frustrate me anyway. Oh no, a lot of Aussies are into mixed medium. How
Oh,
sad.
well, I'm glad that there's enough people that we have people that we can go to find new things. I'm
Yeah,
always on the lookout for something other than what I've already learned
yeah,
because it's more of a challenge to me if I try
hmm,
something that I've never tried before.
yeah. See, what I'm going to do with these papers is these adult color pages. I'm going to cut them up and add them to whatever.
Well, I like I said, I took one and I cut little mushrooms out,
Uh huh.
and they just look wild and colorful. And I've
Yeah,
got a mushroom journal that's in the works that I kind
yeah.
of had it got buried under some stuff. I'll just be honest with you. It got
Hey,
lost.
it
It lost its
kind of took a
way.
trip.
It may have been on a trip. It was on vacation and it was hiding out in the bed. It was very cozy while it was away. But
Yeah.
I was glad I found it because I thought, I'd forgotten all about it. But that's been one of the benefits of getting my room cleaned up.
Hmm.
I found some stuff that, I had started on and had kind of lost its way. So,
Lost where you got put it aside for a moment, and that was
oh,
the end of that.
I'm telling you, I would bring stuff up here around Christmas time and not put it up, and
Yeah.
that's how it happened. That bed is a flat surface, and a flat surface is very tempting to
Yes, it
lay
is.
things on, and it doesn't take it long to get out of hand like that either.
Uh-uh. Sure doesn't.
Yeah, they've had a lot of they had a really bad storm that came through. It was a winter storm, and it really wreaked havoc because I watched several YouTubers that are in the UK, and they were all cleaning up messes. Um, so it must have gotten pretty out of hand. And I don't know how easy it is to get internet in some of those far what I consider far away places. I mean, it's not like that they're right close to a main town. They're in little small towns.
Yeah.
Makes a difference. I mean, we pay dearly for our internet service. Unfortunately,
Hmm. We have our internet and phones, and then it's on with our cable,
right.
and our cable bill is just totally outrageous.
Well, that's exactly how we are. What they're charging is just really like
Ridiculous.
highway robbery.
Yeah, it is. For nothing to be on TV.
Well, we do not use the TV that often. We watch Swamp People, and we
Yeah,
watch On Patrol Live on Fridays and Saturdays. And other than that, we don't watch TV. We watch on our TV YouTube videos,
yeah.
and we watch paid streaming services like Netflix and
Oh,
stuff like
yeah, stuff
that.
like that.
So, it just is a lot of money to pay out.
Well, I like my Hallmark movies.
Yeah, I like Hallmark movies.
They repeat a lot, so it kind of gets kind
Well,
of boring.
my husband says if you've seen one, you've seen them. You know what
Oh,
how they're going
you know
to
what's
end.
going to happen in 15 minutes before it ends. 10 to 15 minutes before it ends, you know there's going to be a fight and a makeup.
Yep, pretty much.
Pretty much same time. You can almost time it.
Yeah, and most of those are done in Canada. Most of
Yeah.
them are filmed in Canada, and you see the same people.
Uh-huh. Well, they're getting new people now.
Well, they're having to because their old people are aging out.
Well, they had that big walk off too.
Yeah, well, you people aren't grateful for jobs sometimes. They
Yeah.
they feel like they need more recognition and stuff like that, and sometimes that just happens.
Yeah.
My daughter's lucky. The the one that lives at home, she just found out that they're getting a cost of living increase and a performance. She's getting a
Oh, that's
performance,
nice.
and I'm like, thank you, Jesus, because I know it means a lot to her to get those, to be
Yeah.
able to get the performance side of
Yeah.
it. Because
I bet. Hello, Miss Cindy. Cindy,
hi, Cindy, is it lunchtime?
you've been posting paper crafting books in her community tab.
Okay,
We're gonna have to look at that.
I'll try to remember to look when I leave here.
Yeah.
Actually, I think she's starting to move around more now, so I think she's probably about ready for me. She's got
Yeah.
her clothes stacked up and organized in the hallway, and I'm gonna help her get them in her drawers in
Yeah.
a way that makes sense. So we're gonna try to keep her organized, which is gonna be a big task, but I think I think she's gonna be able to make it work.
Yeah.
She's smart. She can follow it once it's set up. She can follow it pretty good. But she has gotten rid of so many clothes. She's lost so much weight that
Yeah.
she's already sent out five six no six 55-gallon bags full of clothes that
Dang.
were like new. So
Yeah.
somebody will be getting some stuff
Happy.
and being grateful for it. I know.
Yeah.
I'll have to
That's
look
what
at those paper crafting books.
me and you both.
Yeah, yeah, they're fun to get.
Look at this here. See that there.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go and help her after I wash the.
Okay. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and close up. Might as well. We're just coloring here. It's not like we got a big thing going on. I want y'all to
Yeah.
have a wonderful weekend. Meet us back
Everybody
here
have
Monday.
it. They're cheap and you need them gone. All right, Cindy. I will look at those
Yes, I sure will too.
and
Sure
we'll
will.
see if you got something that we need.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're always looking for new ideas and fresh ideas. So,
Yep. I think we all are.
well, if
Well,
you haven't
thank you,
hit that
everybody.
thumbs
Thank you,
up,
Julie. Thank you, Cindy.
we're glad you came, and
Thank you,
we've had a good
Teresa.
time.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Lisa McClure in the
You're
balcony.
welcome.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
y'all. Bye. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next week.